what I found myself looking at and being very disheartened every 2 weeks. What I saw on that paycheck was not the effort that I had given. And so when this presented itself, the chance, the opportunity, the door that sort of swung open and said, hey, listen, you can simply walk through if you choose. I said I had to do something different because I wanted something different. My name is Damien. I'm originally from Inglewood, California. So my background prior to coming to network marketing, I've been an educator for the last 24 years. Started out as a teacher, moved into a dean of students, assistant principal, and now currently sit in the seat of an elementary school principal and been at the school where I lead for the past decade. Some of the negative connotations that come with being an educator overall, I know each and every one of you have heard that educators are underpaid. We all know that has been the narrative that's been created, and I'm here to tell you it's true. And so many educators find themselves in a position where they're working 2, 3, 4 jobs on the side just to make ends meet. Early in my career, I found that to be the case, where I was a teacher and I was making less than it cost for me to get my degree. And then I had to make some decisions of whether to go out on the weekends or whether to get gas for work the next week. And I had to figure out a better way. How I was introduced to the industry of network marketing is through a fellow colleague of mine. We both were working in the field of education for over 2 decades. We had always talked about ways of providing for our families in a more efficient and effective way. And so he had received a call from a good friend of his that said, hey, listen, I have something you have to see. And from that call, he, as a result, called me. And he said, hey, listen, I don't know what you're doing right now, but I have some information that you got to lay your eyes on. And because I was in a space that I wanted more, I was absolutely open to evaluate what was just presented to me. My wife was doing a 3-hour commute on a daily basis. For all my husbands that may be listening to this, you understand that if the woman's not happy, the whole house is in disarray. And so I knew that I had to put something in place to give her the calm and the comfort of knowing that 3 hours she was spending in traffic would not have to be the rest of her life. And so when I came home 6.5 years ago and I said to my wife that we're in the travel business, she said, who? I said, we are. And so initially my wife was not happy with the decision that I made because I was on some many phone calls. I was reaching out to people. I was doing things to help build the foundation of the business. And for anyone who is a new business owner and is venturing into entrepreneurship, you know that the beginning is a heavy lift. So what I had to realize is that I had to become the evidence. And so where she went from, are you on a phone call again? Are you coming to bed late again? Are you leaving the house again? When I began to create the evidence and be able to start paying off the bills, starting with the electric bills, the water bills, the cable bills, the car insurance bills, right? She started to say, like, maybe this is working. When that began to elevate to the car notes, then when it got to the point of paying off the mortgage, she began to go from, do you have another car, to don't you have a car? Because how many of you know that when you start winning, you start building the belief, not just in yourself, but in the ones that you love. And so my wife went from a person that was in total opposition to now becoming a partner. And so this business has given me the opportunity to have my wife walk into her supervisor, walk into her boss, and give them the paper that says, I resign. Because she no longer had to go work for them, but she now could work for herself. She's now in this business with me. She's now pushing this dream with me. She's now moving us to the place of helping more people understand that you may not understand it all at the beginning, but if you stick and stay, you absolutely will get your pay.